Right, Shalom, giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Wa, Ha, Kodash Rukah. Double honors to the apostles of GreatMillStone that rule impeccably well. And Shalom to the Akim that's pushing his truth in sincerity across the four winds. Right, I just want to get into this video. It's going to be basically an RFID, Mark of the Beast update. It's going to be based on, information I came across today while researching, cashless societies in the, cashless world, and innovations, leading to that. Now, upon, my research, the Spirit had me find this PDF on Google. Now, it's labeled Visa Innovations for a Cashless World 2017. So basically what this is basically, the company Visa, they've compiled a report that's basically detailing, the switch over to a cashless society and all the steps that they're taking, to make sure that it gets accomplished, man. Right? And when you go through the report, which we're going to do in this video, there's a lot of edifying information concerning, statistics, population behaviors to, certain technologies, and how well it's going to be accepted by the masses. So, straight away, when you come across information like this, if you're still someone out there that doesn't believe that the mark of the beast, that's spoken of in Revelations is actually the mark of the beast, is actually the RFID chip, then, you're really lost, man, because there's so much information out there, so much facts out there, right, supporting the prophecy, right, and it's overwhelming. When you compile everything together that's been, unraveled through the Spirit, it's overwhelming information, and there's so much evidence there that there's no question or reason of a doubt that the RFID chip is indeed the mark of the beast. Right? Now, first of all, we all know Visa, right? You see the logo on your bank card or your credit card, and you might have a MasterCard logo on your card. Well, it's important to know what Visa does. Because when you know what they actually do, then you're going to understand the importance and, the power that they have as a company and the influence that they have as a company, right? Now, when I went on the Google, I typed in, what does Visa and MasterCard actually do? So we're going to read it here. It says, Visa and MasterCard are payment network operators. The networks consist of banks that help consumers make payments, issuing banks, and help merchants accept payments, acquiring banks. For payments, the operators provide a messaging standard for merchants to determine whether a consumer has enough money for that purchase. The operators also provide a payment and brand, for example Visa, that consumers can recognize to determine that the merchant accepts the operator's form of payment. So to actually transfer the funds from the consumer's bank account to the merchant's bank account, the operators will use the local settlement system, for example Fedwire in the US, to relay the funds from the issuing bank to the operator's settlement bank to acquiring the bank. Right? So, that's what they do. It's like they act as a mediator between you and your bank so you can use their system. Right? So it makes transactions a whole lot easier, because without these companies, you would have to, for you to make a transaction, you would have to find, a bank or whoever you're going to do your transaction with. They would have to be on the same company that you're on, man, right? And because there's so many transactions going on, the likelihood of that without these two companies would be very small, man, because everyone would have their own independent companies. Right, so that's why they centralize it to, MasterCard, you got Visa, and a few other ones out there. But there's not many of them. Mostly people use Visa and MasterCard, man. Right, those are the ones that pop into your mind straight away. Now we know what they actually do. Reading through this this report that they've compiled, and I think this is probably something they do every year, man. So if you go to slide 5, what it says here is consumers spend approximately 11 hours online every day enjoying the power of instantism, right? Which is very true, man, because we're in a generation of the information age, man, where information is increased. That's also pursuant to the book of Daniels, right? With the use of the internet, you got your smartphones. If you think of something, you need to check something out or find out a piece of information, pretty much you can just reach in your pocket and you can get that information within seconds, right? People want instant information and they want instant transactions. People no longer want to wait for 7 days for a check to clear, right? People want instant transactions, man. People are moving fast and the world is moving fast, right? So these actions right here are going to help the implementation of the RFID chip. Because straight away, just from reading this excerpt here, what have they done? They've basically pointed to making things faster and making things more, what's the word I'm looking for? And making things more easier to use, man. More simplified, more convenient, right? These are the buzzwords that you always hear when you're reading up information concerning a cashless society, man, right? There's various information out there saying that, if you had the RFID chip, all your medical records will be stored on the chip, which if you passed out on the street, they'll be able to scan your chip and see, what's happened to you, see your blood pressure and all that kind of information. So they make it sound very appealing to have the RFID chip, man. And that's what they're doing right now. They're just buttering you up. They're buttering you up for the kill, right? Now, it says at their fingertips, when they can find anything they need within seconds, the payment experience slips into the background and becomes part of the overall experience, rather than an additional step they need to seek out and complete, man. So they're making the whole transaction experience even faster. So it's not even a thing you think about, man. It's just an instant transaction. It happens so fast, you don't even put too much thought into it, man. Right? So that's the kind of things they're going to be doing to ease people on into accepting the RFID chip technology. Now, QR codes. QR codes, that's something that's used in the whole cryptocurrency world, man. And it's been out for a while. They use it on, the lottery tickets. They use it on certain food products that you might buy, so you can check out, what other shop might have it cheaper. QR codes have been in use for a long time now. Where it says here, Visa has enabled the growth of merchant-presented QR code payments in 15 countries around the world with its innovation mobile payment solution, and Visa, which allows consumers to pay for goods and services by scanning a QR code on a smartphone or entering a merchant number into their feature phones. And it says here, payment goes straight from the consumer's Visa account into the merchant's account and provides near real-time notification to both parties. Right, so it's the same as when you have your Apple Pay on your phone. If you've got an iPhone, that's an instant transaction. All you have to do is touch it on the reader, and then it debits the money from your bank account, from your card, because your card is now linked with the phone. And then as soon as you pay, it gives you a notification telling you how much you've just taken out of your bank account, which again is highly convenient. I mean, even myself, I use that on my phone, man. And there's a lot of people out there that use that same function on your phone. So it's highly favorable among people because it's easy to use, man. Why do people like using iPhones? Because it's so easy to use. It's not necessarily the best phone on the market. In fact, it's probably one of the worst phones on the market because of its simple design and its easy to use. People, it appeals to people. Right, even though it's a really bad phone, it doesn't even last long, man. So that just shows you, how people actually think concerning, the ease of use, man. The ease of use is very important for people in this day and age, and in to be able to get things quickly, right? So we want to go down a little bit. Slide 9. It says here, transactions without borders. Now it says, 2/3, man. A shared network digital ledger, also known as a blockchain, can record transactions as they occur. So now blockchain going into the whole cryptocurrency world, man. So Visa is up on the blockchain in the cryptocurrency world, man. Right? So the whole blockchain, Bitcoin, that's something that's not disappearing for now, man. Right? You got a lot of people, out there saying, it's just a phase, it's going to disappear. No, because all of these countries, all of these companies, Salakia, are using this blockchain technology and are investing into digital currencies and also creating their own digital currencies, to be an addition or an extension with their actual business, man, or organization, right? To record transactions as they occur. The transaction data is shared but not copied, making it a useful platform for new kinds of currencies and payments. First employed to support Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, blockchain technology will be expanded if customers accept it, right? And people are accepting it at a rapid rate right now, man. Why? Because it's fast, it's easy, and it gives the consumer the ability to have more, control over their funds. But not for long, man, because they're gonna tap into this market, and they're gonna put their own rules and regulations upon the market, man, which is gonna change it. That's what people don't understand. And if it can generate value on a larger scale, the use cases for the blockchain will span commercial as well as consumer applications, right? The distributed ledger protocol provides a secure, borderless mechanism on which to build complex transactions and value exchanges, with central banks seemingly poised to start issuing digitally minted currencies. And that's already started happening, man. You had Israel mention that they want to create their own cryptocurrency system, to try and basically stop tax evasion, man. Right? So they want to do that now, right? And they've already got all the excuses lined up for the reasons on why they're going to do it as well, right? Distributed ledgers will help accelerate the shift to a cashless future. So they're letting you know throughout this whole report that their end goal is a cashless future and a cashless world, man, right? And again, Visa, MasterCard, these companies have a lot of power, man, right? As you saw what I read at the beginning of the video, they have a lot of power and a lot of leverage. Whatever they say goes. But ultimately, whatever the elites say goes, man. Because it's the elites that are really in control of all of these companies, right? Visa recently partnered with Chain, a blockchain enterprise company, to develop Visa B2B Connect, a new near real-time transaction system designed for the exchange of high-value international payments between participating banks on behalf of their corporate clients. Managed by a Visa end-to-end, Visa B2B Connect will facilitate a consistent process to manage settlement through Visa's standard practices, man. Right? So they've already, partnered with a blockchain company to get this show on the road, man. Right? So, all you people out there, all you naysayers that, you think that the RFID chip being the mark of the beast is a myth, the information is out there, man. You just got to be diligent and you got to look for the information, right? The information is there in abundance, man, right? The whole world is edging to a cashless society, and that is evident, man. I don't care what no one says. That is evident. And if you can't see it, then you're going to die, man. It's as simple as that, man. It's not any more complex or complicated than that. Now, I'm going to post the link, so you brothers can, go into this article as well. But there's two other parts I wanted to show before I get into the scriptures. Now, it says here, a deeper look at payment maturity and innovation readiness, man. So now they've basically picked out the countries that you see listed below, and they're basically assessing whether these countries are, ready for a complete changeover, man. So again, there goes that diligent search, man. And it says here, the US contactless cards show the most opportunity in the US. So the most opportunity in the US, man, right? And that's no coincidence, because that's where everything is gonna go down, man. as long as consumers trust in the protection of their privacy and personal data, and trust the products will always do what it should do. So as long as they can convince the people that it's a secure method of payment, right, which is going to, relate to the chip, right, because I'm just going to skip straight to the chip, because whatever they're talking about regarding, contactless payment and, debit, credit cards and all that, it's really talking about the RFID chip, right? That's the end all be all of this discussion, right? To trust the production will always do what it should, man. So as long as people can trust those two main factors, they're going to be down with this, man, right? So in Mexico, it says the Central American country has one of the biggest opportunities for growth in biometrics if consumers learn how the technology works. So Mexico basically is lagging behind, regarding, technology and how it works, man. They're not fully on it yet, but it's not hard to educate the people, with the TV, with various adverts, with various scenarios, false flag scenarios happening, right, in a place will make people change their mind quickly and start researching it, man, right? So it says in the UK, along with some of its neighbours, the UK has a big opportunity for contactless payments via phone, assuming this method always does what consumers want it to do. Again, same as the US. And it saves them time. So as long as it saves them time as well. So there's statistics that's told them that in the UK, as long as it saves people's time, that they're willing to do that, man. The Eastern nation, Russia, has one of the biggest opportunities for growth in contactless payment technology via phone. If consumers trust that their data will be protected, the technology will save them time and address the unmet need, right? So pretty much, it goes back to the time thing, man. If it's convenient and it's fast and it works and, it's so-called safe in the people's eyes, they're going to be down with it, man. Right? China, with 1 billion plus population, the country is aggressively adopting a mix of electronic and mobile-first payment technology, man. And, contactless payment is big in China, man. Right? It's massive over there. Right, they're all into that digital stuff. They're into those sex robots. They're not even into laying down with women no more. So they're gonna get into it heavy, man. Right, they can't wait to get chipped, man. Right, the most ready for innovation has a big opportunity for wearables, provided consumers know more about how the method works, that it saves them time, and that it offers something better than the existing alternatives, man. So in promoting this technology, as long as it's better than before, pretty much people are going to be down with it, man. That's how, the average sheep works, man. That's how the average sheep works nowadays, man. They'll follow anything as long as it works and as long as it's quick and easy to use and easy to adapt to, man. So that's how this thing is going to be big, man. Right? This RFID technology is going to be big. Now, the last thing I want to get into on this report is the IoT technology in the city of the future. Now, as you can see here, the connected car is quickly becoming the new mobile phone as vehicles evolve into platforms for entertainment, commerce, and socialization. Car shows are now more about the driver's experience inside the chassis than what the vehicle looks like whizzing down the freeway. So step by step, I'm going to read each of these, and it says digital/mobile wallets. Pay for your coffee or meals with a tap of your phone. Number 2, peer-to-peer payment services like Venmo allow friends to pay immediately to pay back each other. Right? That's already in action. Distributed ledgers. Digital currencies are evolving into virtual ledgers like blockchain, already popping off at the moment. Chip cards. If plastic still exists, chips will continue to replace swipes, securing more transactions. In-car payments. As car dashboards become more intelligent, payments from vehicle to businesses such as gas stations will occur without having to leave the vehicle. Right? All of that ease of use, man. Right? Wearables, smartwatch technology, which is already out. The iWatch. You got certain other watch companies out there implementing their own smart technology. You got an abundance of smartwatches out there. Fossil have got one. advance further to facilitate one-touch transactions. Again, your watch is right on your wrist, man, right? And they want the RFID chip in your actual palm of your hand. So that's not far from that, man, right? So there's abundance of people out there that are used to tapping that watch, man. But the next thing to tap is your actual palm of your hand, right? Just where your thumb is, in between your thumb. It's just going to be a natural progression to the chip, man. You can see what these people are doing, right? Messaging apps, services like Facebook, Messenger, and WeChat will continue to facilitate peer-to-peer transactions in conversation. And the last one here, biometrics. While chip implants seem far off, right? While chip implants seem far off, fingerprint and facial recognition are already in use, man. So they're saying it seems far off, but really it's not far off, man, right? That chip implantation is not far off. The fact that they even mention it here shows you that it's on the agenda, and really it's the ultimate thing they can do is merge technology in your actual body, right? That's the ultimate thing that Esau can do to gain full control of the people, man. Notably you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man, who are the Israelites. Because really it's all about the Israelites, man, right? All the other nations really don't matter. But it's really to get rid of you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man, who are the children of Israel, right? The other nations just fall into the scene, man, because they're here. It's as simple as that. But really, this is a fight between Jacob and Esau, the wicked and the righteous, man, right? So let's get into the scriptures. This is Psalms 64, and I'll start at verse 3. Who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect, man. Now, who are the perfect, man? Right? The perfect are the elect of you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, man, right? And anyone through your father's line who goes back to those people upon the face of the earth, man, right? We are the perfect, man. The elect of those people are the perfect upon the planet earth. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not, right? Because that's what they're doing. They're trying to shoot at the perfect, man. They're trying to set us up, right, to be destroyed by this RFID technology. But it's not something that Esau is going to be able to fulfill, man, right? They're creating all these technologies. They're trapping our people. They got us in prison houses, all kinds of snares and traps, man. But really it's all leading onto this RFID technology, this RFID chip, trying to make us become ultimate slaves in his system, man. Right? Verse 6, they search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search, man. So all this information that's in this report, this is a diligent search, man. And this is iniquity, this is sin, man. Right? This is against the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Right? Esau's plans are against the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. Right? It's as simple as that. They search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep, man. Right? So this is deep research and statistics that they be doing in the background, man, that people don't even know. Right? They know how much people own iPads. They know how much people own iPhones and Samsungs and all this technology. They know what you do with your phone. They know what the people are going to accept and what they're not going to accept. And if they think that the people are not going to accept something that they want them to accept, what they're going to do, they're going to figure out a way to subconsciously gear you towards their agenda, man, which is what they've been doing so far, and it's working. But the thing is, it's not going to work totally, not on the elect. It's not going to work on the elect, man, because the elect, have been sealed from the beginning, man, to not take this chip, right? So this is Psalms 55 and verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords, man. So that's what you read throughout all of this article, man, right? Smoother than butter, man. Those sweet sayings, It's going to be convenient. It's going to be easy to use. It's going to make your life better. It's going to increase this. It's going to, you know what I mean? Like this, that's his words being smoother than butter, man. It sounds good, but in the heart of it, it's wickedness, man. it's just going to lead to complete corruption and wickedness, right? That's why it says, yet were they drawn swords, man, because really they want you to be a complete slave, man. And we already slaves, but it's going to be slaves on a whole next level, man. This is Job chapter 13 and verse 16. It says, and he calls with all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Now that mark, when you go into the word mark, the Greek word is charagma, right? Which means a thing to be inserted, right? Or a piercing, a pin to be inserted into your hand, man. To make a graven cut into your hand, man. Right? So it's not no terror, it's not no embargo, man. It's actually something that's going to be put into your hand, right? Or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So you're not going to be able to buy or sell if you don't have the mark of the beast, man, which is the RFID chip technology. You're not going to be able to buy or sell if you don't have the RFID chip, man. It's as simple as that. Here is wisdom, let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666, man. Right? Now if you take it, here's the judgment, man. So this is Revelation 14 and verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine or the wrath of Yahweh, man, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. Now, what does indignation mean? Indignation means righteous anger, man. Right? So that's the Lord. That's Yahweh Shem Yahushai. If you take that chip, you're going to receive the wrath of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. Right? And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb, man. So, hey, you're going to get zapped by those chariots. You're going to get hit with a nuke. Man, you're going to get wrapped up in that nuclear fire, man. If you take that chip, man, you ain't going to be delivered out of here, man. You know? Lord willing, us of the hopeful elect, we're going to be looking at you from those chariots, and we're going to be rejoicing that Yahweh Shem Yahushai didn't make us take that chip. Right? Now this is Job chapter 20 and verse 23. It says, when he is about to fill his belly, talking about the so-called white man and his agenda and his system, Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him and shall rain upon him while he is eaten, man. Right? So this whole agenda of this RFID technology, Esau's not going to be able to fully carry it out, man. Right? Because in the midst of all the mayhem and, you know, people getting chipped, the Lord is going to come and destroy the whole show, man. Right? And set up a righteous kingdom, man. Right? With his people, the Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, who are the biblical Israelites, according to the Bible, man. You know? So, you know, Esau's plans, man, he thinks they're going to be carried out. He thinks that, you know, he's got this perfect plan to enslave, you know, the whole earth. But it's not going to work, man. Because the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, is going to stop that from happening, man. You know? So, you know, Lord willing, you know, this show was edifying. And I'm going to put the link, you know, to the website in the information box, man. And with that, I'll say shalom.